Good morning, it's the4daily.net, and I'm Kemp Harr. This morning, my guest is Jim Pels, the president of Spectra Contract Flooring. Jim, how you doing?
Very good, Kemp.
Big news today. My email and telephone's been ringing off the wall since we ran this story this morning. The news is that Spectra and Diverzify have come together. Let's get into that in just a minute. We'll get into the details. But first, quick background, Jim. You've been in this contract flooring space since college, I believe. You actually were with the Carpet Group up in the New Jersey area, and then you got with Shaw, and you've been with Shaw how many years now?
I've been with Shaw 26 years. 26
years, okay. Yeah, most people know Spectra, owned by Shaw Industries, but kind of run independently, right?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, we're a division of Shaw, but we've always operated on our own with their help.
Yeah. All right. So, and tell us how the business is as we enter 2022. How's the commercial contracting business?
Kemp, overall, it's very good. Most segments are strong. Obviously, corporate, retail, and hospitality are still lagging, but they're headed in the right direction. We're still seeing issues with supply chain challenges, but overall, I'm very bullish on 2022.
I mean, it's actually building, and it's getting better and better.
Yes, absolutely.
And I think a lot of people are saying that they think 22 will at least be as strong, if 19, if not better, right?
Yes, we didn't see a lot of degradation in 20 and 21, actually. It did recede slightly, but we had good backlogs going into it and a good approach. So, but we definitely see it being as good or better than 19.
Okay. I'll just get to this big news story. So I introduced you as the president of Spectra Contract Flooring, but actually you're wearing two hats now. You're also the COO of this combined organization, right?
Yes.
Tell us how this came about.
Diverzify approached Shaw with the opportunity, and both sides agreed it was probably best for the companies, the people in the market, for these two companies of equal size to come together.
Yeah. I'm glad you said that, equal size, because I was just looking at what you were on your website. It said you have 26 locations across the U.S., obviously a national organization, but now this new organization has 52, so that math works out just about perfectly. So you've got two organizations of equal size that are coming together to operate as one, right?
Yes, exactly.
And Shaw's exiting the business. I guess Acon, which owns Diverzify, is funding this operation, right?
Yes, they're funding it, but the control is really with Diverzify and Spectra. I mean, they're a great partner. From the little involvement I've had with them, they're a great partner to work with.
And when is this effective?
Immediately. I believe the deal became official this morning.
All right. Tell us, how do you integrate? What's the plan for integration?
Similar to what Diverzify has done with other purchases, the brands are going to stay separate because there's value in each one in their different marketplaces. However, I think when it makes sense, the two brands, along with all the other affiliated brands of Diverzify, have a great collective story, and when applicable, will go to the market as one.
Now, when you start looking at the strength of Spectra, some people say that you're strong. I know Atlanta, you're real strong. You're super strong in the Southeast. Is there pockets of strength?
That's completely accurate. When you look at the two companies and you overlay their footprints, I mean, really, we don't overlap very much at all. So it's great for us in that we'll have access to markets that Shaw exited years ago, and also Diverzify will give us national footprint.
All right. Let me run through just some components of this press release. Now with this together like this, you're going to be $1 billion in size, 52 locations, 5,000 installers or craftsmen, you call them. Okay, 300 salespeople, and 50,000 customers nationwide. Right?
Correct.
Your role as COO, that doesn't necessarily mean number two in command. That means in charge of operations. And correct me if I'm wrong, but if you're a commercial contractor, operations is where it's all about, right? No,
absolutely. And I think both companies have very good operation departments, and we have different expertise. I mean, we're more subcontractor-based, they're more in-house based. And I think combining the two just gives us a great opportunity to be a much better operationally, to give the best experience for our customers.
Yeah, and Jordan Zimajewski is the CEO of this organization now, right?
Yes, he is.
I've been told by some people who are armchair quarterback that eventually you probably pull these things together, but at this point you're going to operate them separately until you tell us differently, right?
We're going to operate them separately in the different markets as we sell to our customers, and we will have shared services that we combine, similar to the model that Shaw's had for years when they purchased in the late 90s. So we are going to have common things that we do together, but we're still going to be able to act independently.
Yeah, okay. How do you think this partnership is going to change the commercial contracting landscape?
That's a great question, Kemp. I mean, I think the vision is not necessarily to be the biggest, but to be the best.
Yeah.
We will be the first true national flooring contractor with resources to serve all the markets with any and all flooring needs.
If you look back on the history of commercial contracting and you think about the distribution revolution, I think as we summarize that, it was the entrepreneur that actually ended up winning in the end. So I guess your challenge is going to be the biggest and yet still in each marketplace operate like an entrepreneur, right?
And that's Jordan's vision. I mean, very much that we're going to empower the people and be more entrepreneurial. I mean, Spectra being part of a larger organization, it was a little bit harder for us to do that. But really our success is that the individual location driving that entrepreneurial attitude.
Yeah. I guess when this news broke, we've gotten a lot of phone calls. Plenty of them have been congratulatory, right?
Absolutely. I mean, it's a great opportunity for me. I mean, my experience is more on the operational side of it, and I think working with a company that wants to invest in us and really still maintain that entrepreneurial spirit is a great win for us.
So I guess if I had to ask you what the biggest challenge you face moving forward, it's that in itself, right? To be a large organization that approaches the marketplace individually in kind of an entrepreneurial spirit, right?
Absolutely, because it's a relationship business at the local level, and that's really what we want to try to maintain.
Yeah. Okay, Jim, thanks so much for spending time with us. Again, been talking to Jim Pels, the COO of Diverzify, and you've been listening to Kemp Harr and FloorDaily.net.